Now this one, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right. It's Acre House. I think it's Acre House. This is also a princess dining experience, and this is in Epcot in the Norway Pavilion. Now this was actually a few trips ago that we did this one, and this one is kind of similar to Cinderella's Royal Table. You go in, this time you're meeting with Belle first, you get a picture with her, and then the princesses that came around were, who came around? Wow, Snow White, Aurora, Cinderella, and, ooh, I don't know the last one. I don't remember. I know there's another one though. This was a while ago. So the atmosphere, I gave it a 4. Just a regular restaurant type atmosphere. The food, I gave it a 4. It was pretty good. It's kind of like this little Norwegian little buffet at first, and then you could pick something off the menu after that. And then service, I gave a 4. She was nice. You know, basic, whatever. So the next one was a new one that we just did. It was in Epcot, and it was the Garden Grill. Now, this was also, like I said with Yak and Yeti, this was also one of our favorite, and I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I did, because I have watched a few of these videos before, and I don't know, it never seems to get the love that, you know, it never seems to really get too much love. But this is the one in Epcot. It's the one that's right near the land and Living with the Land and Soaring. So the atmosphere, I gave it a 5. And when you sit down, the room, the whole restaurant just rotates ever so slightly. So you're kind of, by the time you're done, you've totally done a full circle. Well, at least that happened that way for us. I gave the atmosphere a 5. I gave the food a 5. I felt like everything was fresh. It was good. It came out family style. So it was stuffing, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, turkey. It was like sliced beef. I think it was like some kind of sliced beef. It was like really good. We thought it was really good. And then we got strawberry shortcake, and Madison got some cupcakes after, and they just kept bringing out the food. Oh, and green beans and sausage, I believe, were also on that plate. And it was so fresh. Like, I would feel really bad if I'm giving you my honest like review and you went there and it was bad, but for us it was so good. We will definitely be going back there. It was worth every penny. The characters, so it's Chip 'n Dale, Mickey, and Pluto, the best character interactions we've ever had. They were hilarious. My parents came with us, and he kept Chip 'n Dale kept joking around with my dad, and they kept coming back, and they didn't just come to the table once. It was great. We had a wonderful experience there, and we will definitely go back. So that one is the only one that I gave 5 across the board. We really, really liked that one. The next one is Crystal Palace. Now, we've only done Crystal Palace for breakfast. This one is also in Magic Kingdom, right on Main Street. So this one is a character dining experience as well. This one is with Tigger, Pooh, Eeyore, and Piglet. It was okay. I love the atmosphere the most, so I gave that a 4. I like how it's, you know, open and you can see outside. Like open, like there's glass windows everywhere. I like the atmosphere the most. The food, I gave it a 3. Just your fine buffet, nothing wonderful. You know, breakfast food, scrambled eggs, like I said before. I find like they don't switch it up a lot. I want to say they had an omelet station at this one though. I think it was this one. It was either this one or 1900 Park Fair. One of them they did have an omelet station. It might have been 1900. See, I can't remember anything. I mean, I go enough, you'd think I would remember. So food was a 3 for me, and the service was a 3. She definitely wasn't as attentive as a lot of the restaurants we've been to. I felt like she had a lot of tables, and I felt like the characters were kind of rushed. Again, at this one, they had, you know, their character leader or whatever standing with them, and I felt like he was kind of rushing them through each table, which I understand they have to, you know, go to a lot of tables. But this one was just okay for us. I don't know if we'll ever be back to this one because there's so many other okay places to go. I probably will put this at the lower end of the list. So now we're going to be moving on to a place in Hollywood Studios. This one is 50s Primetime Cafe. We loved this place. The food was really good, you know, old-fashioned home cooking. I got the... Did I get the meatloaf? Oh no, I got the beef... What did I get? Wow, this is so bad. How am I supposed to review something if I can't remember what I got? Whatever I got was really good. It was some kind of beef thing. That's what I remember. My husband got the meatloaf, he loved it, and my daughter got something that she loved. The food was really good. We really liked it there. The atmosphere, I gave it a 4. You know what? This one could go 4 or 5, I think. It's just like you're sitting in great grandma's living room or dining room, and I love all that kind of stuff. So 4 or 5 for that one. Service 5. She was great. We asked her to take a picture of us, and she ended up like holding it up and taking a picture of herself. It was just funny. She was fun. No elbows on the table. So we really liked 50s Primetime, and we will definitely be back. Now the last ones that I have on the list are a couple that are not in the park. Actually, one of them is in a park, which is the Rainforest Cafe. That one is in Disney Springs, and it's also at Animal Kingdom. We've been to Rainforest many times, the Rainforest Cafe. We had one about a half an hour away from us, but it recently closed, and we're so sad because that's where we go to kind of get our Disney fix. It just reminds us of being there, so we're so sad that it closed. But we have been there many times. Madison has had a birthday there. We like it. We like the food. The atmosphere is definitely a 5. You feel like you're in the jungle. It's cool, you know. Every 20 minutes or so they do a thunderstorm. The animals, you know, they make noises and everything. We really like the atmosphere, so we give it a 5. The food, I'd give a 4. I like to get the Caesar salad, chicken Caesar salad. We like the apps there. Obviously, we love the volcano dessert that comes out. If you want to get that, it's really elaborate and will feed an army. And service is usually a 4. 4 or 5. You know, never had a bad experience. Never really memorable with the waiter, but so I definitely a 4. The next one is T-Rex. We love T-Rex. We prefer it over Rainforest. We love the whole dinosaur vibe. We love how you walk in and there's different sections that you can sit in. We love it. We love everything about it. We love the atmosphere, which is a 5 for me. The food I gave a 4 or 5, and the service I gave a 4 or 5. Never had a bad experience at T-Rex. We love it. This is in Disney Springs. I highly recommend it if you have young kids. The last, oh, I forgot one. Via Napoli. This is in Epcot. This is at the Italy Pavilion. This is a pizza place, but they do have a couple dishes as well. This is the first time we tried this restaurant. The pizza was great. It was delicious. The best pizza I've ever had in Florida. I'm from the Northeast, Massachusetts. You know, some of the best pizza is made here besides Chicago. My husband and my father shared like a meat pizza, and then my mom and I and Madison shared half olive and mushroom, which is Madison's request, and half eggplant, and it was really good. And for atmosphere, I gave it a 3. I felt like it was kind of cramped. You know, I know these restaurants and these pavilions are kind of like close together, so I felt this was a little cramped, but nothing overly great about it, in my opinion, atmosphere-wise. Food, I gave it a 4. Service, I gave it a 5. He was wonderful. Him and my father bonded over where their ancestors were from. Definitely a 5 for Via Napoli service. And let's see. I have also been to Tutto Italia many times. I grew up going there when I was younger. My parents brought us there constantly. That's all we were ever allowed to eat in Epcot. We would go to the Italy Pavilion, and that's where we would eat. It is delicious. It's delicious. It's really, really good if you love Italian food. Definitely check it out. I gave it a 5 across the board. if I had to choose for atmosphere, I'd probably give it a 4, but 4 or 5. It's really good. The last place I have is in Disney Springs, and this, my husband and I went to it by ourselves when we went for our anniversary in December, and it is Raglan Road. It is an Irish type pubby restaurant with definitely the Irish pubby food. It is really, really good. I'm not really into the whole, you know, meat and potatoes kind of food. I'm definitely more, I like Italian food, I love pasta, but this food was so good. I think I got the bangers and mashed, and I can never remember what he got, but he loved it. We both loved it, and they have, you know, live Irish dancers, which is, they come like right, if you have a good seat up on the floor, they come like right, that you feel like they're gonna kick you in the face. But it's fun. It's not like, whoa, get away from me. It's fun. It's, you know, my mother loves Irish step dancing, and it's just a really cool experience. It was just on a whim. We never had a reservation there, although I would recommend making a reservation just so you can assure that you can get in, because it does get, you know, booked up. But we just went on a whim, asked if they had any seat, and they did, and it was really good. So atmosphere, I gave it a 5. We loved the atmosphere. Food, I gave it a 5. Service, I gave it a 4. She was nice. 4. So these are the restaurants that we have been to as a family. I don't think I'm forgetting any. I could be. I hope I didn't go through this and you're like, what? What did she say? I have no idea. If you have any questions on any of these restaurants, please ask me. What have you? We were on the dining plan this last time, and we loved it. If you want me to do a different video about the dining plan, I would love to. If you want me to do a different video on, you know, quick service restaurants, we have a few that we love, we have a few that we don't. Good experiences and bad. But, you know, I would say that our favorite restaurants on property have to be definitely Yak and Yeti. Acre House is high up. So those are both at Animal Kingdom. We love T-Rex at Disney Springs. And we loved Cinderella's Royal Table for breakfast. I would love to try it for something else, and I really want to try Be Our Guest. I want to give it another shot. I really do, guys. I love the atmosphere, and I think that's what keeps bringing me back. But you know, you want to enjoy the food as well. I'm not saying it's bad. It's nowhere near bad. I honestly don't think any of the food on property is bad. Some of it's subpar, some of it's better, some of it's worse. It all depends on your personal preference, what works for you, what works for your family, and your personal tastes. You know, we love to eat, and part of going on vacation for us is eating. We love to try new things. You know, we love to try new restaurants, and part of Disney for us is the food. It's definitely the food. We love going, we love trying new snacks. So we take our food pretty seriously, and you know, I just want to give you guys the best possible reviews I can on anything. So for our next trip, I only have one restaurant booked so far. Honestly, we had about 8 reservations this past trip, and I felt, sit-downs that is, and I felt like it was too much. Not too much in the sense that, you know, we need to eat, but in the sense of it took up a lot of time. It took up a lot of, we need to be here right now, and it just, some of them didn't always fall at the correct time. You know, I kind of want to take this trip, and I kind of want to go more on a whim. So the one restaurant we have booked is the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. I've never been there. This is at Hollywood Studios. So I really want to try this one. I wanted to do it this past time, but we went with Mama Melrose. So I'm excited to try that one. And I do want to try Coral Reef, but I just haven't made the reservation yet. So if there's anything you guys want to know, anything at all, or any Disney videos you want me to film, please leave it down in the comments, and I would be happy to do it. I love talking about Disney. thanks for watching. I hope you found this informative. I hope I wasn't rambling about nothing, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.